Hi guys, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, and we're talking about simplifying our lives, and we are going to tackle a scripture that talks about simplifying. But before we do, we're going to start with a little bit of light humor to get us into the mood. Why did the vacuum cleaner break up with the broom? Because it felt like their relationship was being swept under the rug. Okay, now that we got that little joke out of the way, let's jump into today's topic, the biblical call to simplicity. All right? Now, if you're here, you're probably wondering one of two things. What does the Bible say about simplicity and decluttering? How can I start simplifying my life in a practical, faith-filled way? Well, you're in the right place. In this episode, we'll explore Ecclesiastes 3 and 6, which says, a time to keep and a time to throw away. I'll share a super practical tip to help you get started. So grab your Bible, a notebook, and let's dive in. Now, first, we're going to tackle simplifying our life. Life can feel overwhelming, especially when you're juggling a busy career and a family. Between work deadlines, school schedules, and keeping the house in order, it's easy to feel like there's never enough time, right? I mean, the busier we are, the more chaotic our life feels. But don't worry, I'm going to give you some ideas that may help you. All right, now experts are here. I'm the expert here, and we're here to help. Here are some tips to make your life easier and less stressful. Start with a plan. The key to staying organized is having a plan. Take 10 minutes each evening to write down what needs to get done the next day. Use a calendar or a planner to keep track of work meetings, kids' activities, and family events. When everything is written down, you won't forget important tasks or appointments. Of course, you can't overfill your calendar. Don't overfill your calendar, and remember to look at your calendar on a regular basis so you don't forget anything. Now, number 2 is declutter your space. A messy home can make life feel chaotic. Start small, tackle one room or even one drawer at a time, which we will talk about later, but get rid of things you don't use or need. Less stuff means less to clean and less stress. Donate or sell items that are still in good condition and throw away anything broken or unused. Now, number 3, create a family command center. This will help you out a lot. That's where that calendar goes and all those papers that need to be signed. Set up a spot in your home where everyone can find those important papers and information. This could be a bulletin board, a whiteboard, or even a folder on the fridge. Use it to post schedules, grocery lists, and reminders. This way, everyone in the family knows what's going on and possibly help. Delegating is a good thing to do as well. Number 4, simplify your meal time. Meal planning can save you time and stress. Pick one day a week to plan your meals and make a grocery list. Now, for me, I have a month-long meal plan that uses the same ingredients. Chicken strips are used for every chicken meal unless my husband barbecues, and then it'll be probably a little different. It won't be the chicken strips, but I have it set up to where every meal for a whole month takes 10 minutes in the air fryer. That way, when you're in the mood to cook a more elaborate meal, you can still do that, but all your simple meals are right there for the whole month to just utilize. That meal plan makes it super, super easy. All right. You can also cook in batches. Make double portions and freeze the extras for busy nights. That way your food is still homemade, but you've frozen the extra and they're planned leftovers instead of actual leftovers. You freeze them, you take them out when you don't have time to cook, and you have a homemade meal waiting for you in the freezer. I do that on Wednesdays. It's either Wing Wednesday, or we will have a enchilada casserole that's been pre-made, or a lasagna. In my case, it's a lasagna that I use Egg Life tortillas. It's just egg white tortillas. So because we're diabetic and we try not to eat pasta, so that's how I make the enchilada casserole as well. We make it low carb, but you can make a regular enchilada casserole, and you can make a regular lasagna and portion it out and have it waiting for you in the freezer. All right. So you can also use your slow cooker, your Instapot, air fryer to save time in the kitchen. Number 5, set boundaries for work and your family. It's easy to let work spill into family time, but it's important to set boundaries. Turn off work notifications during dinner or family activities. Let your family know when you need to focus on work. Make sure you set aside quality time for spending with them too. And, put family time on the calendar and guard it. My husband and I have date night every Thursday. Our kids are grown, so we don't have that type of family night anymore. But date night is important, and your family night is important. Even if it's family night once a week or family night once a month. But guard it so that your family feels it is important. And then your work schedule can be your work schedule. Number 6, teach kids to help out or delegate. Even young kids can help with simple chores. Assign age-appropriate tasks like putting away toys, setting the table, or folding laundry. Not only does this lighten your load, but it also teaches the kids responsibility. Number 7, technology wisely. Use technology wisely. There are tons of apps and tools to help you stay organized. Use a shared family calendar app to keep everyone on the same page. Now, my family hated it, but I used one that notified them. It called Cozy. It was one that would notify my husband, my kids, of the things that I would like for them to do. But use this shared calendar. Keep everyone on the same page. Try grocery delivery services or grocery pickup. I use Sam's Club pickup, and after date night, we go and pick up our groceries. And because we went out to eat, I don't feel that pressure to cook after buying groceries either that night. So try the grocery delivery services of your choice to save time, or use apps to manage your to-do lists and reminders. Number 8, take time for yourself. It is easy to forget about self-care. My Bible study is my self-care, but you could have Bible study as self-care plus something else, reading time. There are lots of self-care things that you can do without even leaving the house. But self-care when you're busy is important. It's important to recharge your battery. Even 15 minutes a day to read, to take a walk, or just relax. Sorry about that. Just relax. This can make a big difference. Now, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. Now, let's talk about some biblical principles. We're going to go back to Ecclesiastes. Yes, we're going to tackle Ecclesiastes again in just a minute. But remember this, simplifying your life doesn't mean doing everything perfectly. It's about finding what works for you and your family. Okay, so now let's go ahead and tackle Ecclesiastes 3:6. Let's start by looking at Ecclesiastes 3:6, which says, a time to keep and a time to throw away. This verse is part of a larger passage that talks about seasons of life. As you know, we have seasons: fall, winter, summer, spring, but this talks about our life seasons. A season to plant, a season to harvest, season to cry, to weep, to laugh, and so on. But today we're focusing on the idea that there's a time to keep and a time to throw away. What does that mean for us? Well, it's a reminder that not everything in our lives is meant to stay forever. Some things, whether they're physical possessions, habits, or even relationships, have a season. And when that season is over, it's okay to let them go. So we gave you lots of steps for simplifying your life, but now we're going to talk about some practical hands-on ways to do this. But here's the thing, letting go can be hard. We're not even going to debate whether it's hard or not. We all know that it is hard, okay? So we often hold on to things out of fear, guilt, or just plain habit. Like all those empty boxes that we hold on to for cell phones, when all we really need is the current box and throw away the other boxes. It's a good idea, as soon as you buy a new phone, throw away all the new boxes, the old boxes, and just hold on to the new one and make that a habit every time you get a phone, right? That's why I love this verse. It gives us permission to release what's no longer serving us so we can make room for what truly matters and what we value. What we value is what we need to make room for. What is no longer adding value and no longer working towards our family goal, those are the things that we can let go of. Now, here are just we're going to get practical, and we're going to talk about some practical hands-on things. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of decluttering, you can start small. We can start with a junk drawer or your purse. Why a junk drawer though? Because it's manageable. A purse is manageable. It contains it's a great way to gain momentum. But here's how you get started with that. Number one, empty it out, whether it's your purse or your junk drawer, but we're going to talk more as if you chose your junk drawer. Take everything out of the drawer and lay it on the table. And number two, sort. Create piles, keep, donate, toss. And you don't really have to have a pile, maybe just a small trash can next to you and a little basket so that you can put the things that you're going to donate in, put the things that you're going to throw away right into the trash can, and then you're going to be left with just the items that you're going to sort. Number three, declutter. Be honest with yourself. Do you really need 12 pens or the ink pen that you've had your whole life? 3 old phone chargers and a random key you don't even recognize. 4 is the organization part. Put the keep items back in the drawer in a way that makes sense, categorized. Use drawer dividers. You can get really inexpensive drawer dividers at Dollar Tree. You can get a set of 2 or 3 for $1.25 and put those in there. Now, if they don't all fit, that's fine too. Use that empty space as a container in itself. You can put an item in there without an actual container. Go ahead and leave empty space. It's okay to leave empty space. Now, if you hate that these drawer dividers slide around every time you open and close the drawer, there are things that you can do. You can go and get some of that sticky tack that teachers use to stick things on the wall so it doesn't damage the paint. There's sticky tack you can use, and it will keep the stuff from moving around. Or you can even hot glue it into the bottom of the drawer with some low heat hot glue. That low heat hot glue is not going to do like the high temp hot glue and ruin the surface. It'll just peel right off whenever you're ready. So here's the best part. Once you've tackled your junk drawer, you're going to feel a sense of accomplishment, and that will motivate you to keep going. All right. Now, connecting faith with all the things that we've talked about simplicity. Now, let's tie this back to our faith. Simplifying isn't just about creating a cleaner home. It's about creating space for God to work in our lives. What do we value? What is our goal? Where is God taking us? When we let go of the clutter, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual clutter, we make room for His peace, His presence, and His purpose. Think about it. When your home is cluttered, it is hard to focus. The same is true for our hearts. When we're weighed down by too much politics, too much negativity in the news, all the negativity that's going on in our culture, too much is too much. Too many commitments on our calendar. Sometimes we need to slow down to speed up. Too much noise. It's hard to hear God's voice. But when we simplify, we create space to listen, to pray, and to grow closer to Him. Now, it's your turn. I want to challenge you to tackle one small space this week, whether it's a junk drawer, a shelf, or even your purse. Then head over to Instagram, Facebook, and share a before and after photo of your progress. Tag me, Fullerton Professional Organizing, and use the hashtags Declutter with Carrie, and so I can cheer you on. And if you're not sure where to start, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help you take the first step. I have a organizing business. If you're here locally, I would love to help you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with another question to think. What's one thing, whether it's a physical item, a habit, or a mindset, that you feel God calling you to let go? Calling you to let go. Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to support your journey. Now, thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you get more episodes. And remember, simplifying isn't just about creating a cleaner home. It's about creating space for God to work in your life. Until next time, keep smiling, keep organizing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.